this indicator was given by students. Students like to emphasize the speaking part, but also it leads to the second point, that is grammar-based approach. And the grammar-based approach, it was also given by students. And here we have to say that the students were from different ages. So as maybe the older people said that a grammar-based approach was for you to be an effective teacher, the younger people said that the speaking skills emphasizing was, well, the best method. Also, the teacher said that emphasizing all skills, especially speaking, was one indicator. Then the use of various instructional methods and create a positive learning environment. Both points were perceived by teachers and students. Finally, the third in the third column, it is about level of foreign language. The level of foreign language includes knowledge of the target language, fluency of English, and in this we can say that students believe that an effective teacher needs to manage the language with certain proficiency, like the command of both English and the culture also, but they have to speak English with native-like control of both grammar and accent. So for our students, an effective language teacher must involve the proficiency of an speaking and native speaker person. So these are the indicators found from this research made. Then we're going to discuss some possible gaps that this theory and this research could have, and also, well, the comparison will be done by this theory already seen with the context in which this class is taken, that is in Puebla. Although a list of indicators to describe an effective language teacher has been set, it results in coherence to define an effectiveness set as a set of concrete characteristics that a teacher must fulfill, because the concept of every classroom may vary with the context. So let's see. We cannot have concrete indicators of an effective teacher because the characteristic of each teaching setting is variable. Also, creating a list of indicators idealizes the concept of an effective language teacher and may lead to conclude that there is no effective teacher in the world. This was concluded because when you give a certain list of indicators, people may misunderstand it and try that one teacher fulfills the whole list of indicators. It can happen that these indicators will overwhelm the teacher, and you cannot ask a teacher to be all of these, because simply a human being cannot be all these indicators in one person. So that is why this was concluded. Before passing to the curriculum, we have to mention that the opinion of students from different classrooms about what an effective teacher is might disagree, since students' particular needs and the reality of each classroom vary. And that this demonstrates that the reason why a list of indicators cannot be established or concrete, maybe just for guiding, but not to to be mandatory that a teacher must fulfill this concrete list of indicators in order to become a an effective teacher. Now we are going to moving on with curriculum. And curriculum as an effective language teacher is a concept that is very complex to explain due to the fact that there is not an concrete concept, but it is an abstract concept because it involves a lot of processes. This was based on the theory given, which is going to tell us that curriculum, it is a relation between plans and experiences where the plans refer to the previous planned curricula and the experiences are the unplanned happenings in the classroom and even outside it. It encompasses extracurricular activities, learning environment, and even hidden curriculum, as well as cultures that will entail learning experiences. Another that was given by Sue, but we have a definition by Graves that says that curriculum is a complex dynamic system where everything is interconnected. Non-linearity and adaptation is the norm. So we can see that curriculum is not explained only as one thing, as one paper. It involves a lot of things in order to carry out a curriculum. Sue said that Graves that everything is interconnected. The syllabus, well, this includes the syllabus, teachers, students, parents, the context, and the higher administration, principals, and so on. So everything must be interconnected so we can have a effective curriculum. Okay, before passing to the effective curriculum indicators, it can be concluded that a successful curriculum will never be linear due to it is dynamic and interrelated with different aspects such as planning, enacting, and evaluating. And this leads us to the indicators that Graves concludes that the following points are effective curriculum indicators: involving teachers' participation, support from higher administration, and that it is dynamic and interrelated. In this curriculum, it is also said that we are going to have a process that considers the need analysis, the formulation of aim or goals, the syllabus design, materials, and developments. Assessments, and evaluation. We can say that curriculums involves all this. Passing to the possible gaps, we are going to check that higher administration design curriculum without involving teachers. However, they don't know students' characteristics and needs as well as teachers do. And this is like only higher administration design the curriculum. They don't involve all the aspects that we just saw in the previous slides. But this leads that when teachers may take for granted when teachers are involved to this in certain aspects, they may take for granted the importance of getting involved in the design of the curriculum and see it as a burden or only as a stressful administrative task, which says that curriculum concept is not clearly present in teachers' perspectives. Students are not asked to be involved in the design of the curriculum. In conclusion, there is no effective teacher. The teacher effectiveness indicators will depend on the teacher context. Curriculum is dynamic and there is a need in raising awareness of the importance of curriculum. reference. And thanks for watching.